Once upon a time, deep in a magical forest, by a lake that sparkled in the sunlight, there stood a cozy wooden house where lived a loving family. Elara, a gentle and nurturing mother with a heart full of warmth. Rowan, a wise and playful father with a love for nature. And their little one, Niko, a curious and joyful baby who found wonder in everything around him. One golden morning, Elara decided it was the perfect day for a picnic. She filled a basket with freshly baked bread, juicy berries, and a jar of sweet honey. Rowan added a soft blanket, and soon they were ready to go. Hand in hand, they made their way down a gentle path where sunbeams danced between the trees. As they reached the lakeside, the sunlight glistened over the water like 1,000 tiny stars, and Niko clapped his hands with delight. The family spread their blanket on the soft grass, and their adventure began. They played games under the trees, giggling and chasing each other around the lake shore. Elara gathered flowers and wove crowns of daisy and lavender for all three of them. Rowan showed Niko how to skip stones across the water, and with every pebble that leaped, Niko laughed as if it were the greatest magic trick he had ever seen. When they grew hungry, they sat together on the blanket and shared the delicious picnic Elara had prepared. The berries were sweet, the honey was sticky and perfect, and everything tasted as magical as the day itself. As they ate, they listened to the gentle whispers of the forest, and a family of ducks swam close by, curious about these friendly visitors. The hours passed without anyone noticing, and as the sun dipped lower in the sky, a soft blanket of dusk began to settle over the lake. Soon, one by one, stars appeared, twinkling brightly above them. The family lay back on the grass, watching the night sky as if it were a grand theater, each star like a new story waiting to be told. Rowan pointed up at the brightest star in the sky and whispered, "Do you see that star, Niko? They say if you make a wish to this star, the biggest wish of your heart will come true." With that, he looked up at the star, closed his eyes, and whispered his wish. Elara followed, gazing up with a gentle smile, her heart full of love as she made her own wish. Then it was Niko's turn. Though still young, Niko knew this was a special moment. He looked up at the twinkling star, closed his little eyes, and tried to think of the biggest wish in his heart. But the warmth of his parents beside him, the soft rustle of the leaves, and the comfort of the blanket were too cozy, and soon he drifted off to sleep, his wish a soft murmur in his dreams. Rowan and Elara smiled as they watched their little one, then gently lifted him, wrapped him snugly in the blanket, and made their way back home under the starlit sky. They walked in silence, savoring the magic of the night and feeling a deep, happy warmth in their hearts. When they reached their home, they stepped quietly inside, careful not to wake Niko. They laid him in his little bed, covered him with a soft blanket, and each kissed him on the forehead. As they gazed down at him, they felt that in this moment, perhaps all their wishes had already come true, and outside, the stars continued to twinkle as if they too were watching over Elara, Rowan, and Niko, promising them dreams as bright as the night sky. And so they slept, knowing they had shared a day they would remember for all their lives. And perhaps, somewhere high in the heavens, the bright star smiled back, carrying their wishes to a place where magic lives forever.